Okay, guys, uh, welcome in the new video. The new video where I'm gonna review Doom 3 for the Switch version. Um, my friends, Doom 3 originally has been released. Now internet, sorry, has been originally released for PC and first Xbox, and it was in 2004. In August and late 2004. Doom 3 was one of those games where, when playing the Doom, you feel you feel like being there. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh no. Sorry, I'm holding the phone with my hand. Whoa. I have to hold my phone with my one left hand, and that's why I can't play the game at this point. My friends, Doom 3, yes. The game has been well, uh, quite well reviewed by all the world agencies, the game reviewers, the PC Gamer. Um, as far as I'm concerned, the American PC Gamer has gave it 94 or 95 percentages. And apparently the only thing they didn't like was some sort of problem with a mood or humor, which was a little bit ridiculous thing, because, well, you don't really have any humor or anything in this game, because the third installment of the Doom game, was totally dark and brutal, and this game wasn't really for kids. Unlike the Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, Doom 3 was dark, gory, brutal. Obviously, you can say, oh, Doom 2016, oh, that's gory because you can rip hands and everything. Not entirely. This is not a gore situation where all these characters look, in the new Doom games, they look a little bit cartoonish, in my opinion. The graphics are basically quite cartoonish, but it's not surprise, as Doom 2016 has been made on ID Tech 6 engine, which was developed from the ID Tech 5, known from games like Rage, for instance, or Wolfenstein The New Order, Wolfenstein The Old Blood, which were quite fair and good games. But ID6, in my opinion, was good only in case of like let's put it like that, levels in space, right? Science fiction things. If you look at the Wolfenstein The New Colossus, you're gonna understand, or even the Young Blood, you're gonna understand why I don't really think that the ID Tech 6 is an engine that can be used for a World War II games. So, but that's only my opinion. But we're not talking about ID Tech 6 or ID Tech 7 that Doom Eternal was based on, or even ID Tech 5. We are talking about ID Tech 4, and which is, in this case, it's Doom 3, which started everything. That was the original engine for Doom 3. The engine, there was a huge difference between the ID Tech 3 and ID Tech 4, mainly due to the fact that ID Tech 4 was capable of creating bump mapping, right? Graphics, graphic graphic things like bump mapping or some sort of glass distortion, or even flame, like a heat distortions. And of course, there was something called shading. Shading, right? Situation where all the lightning sources, it was all generated and in practically, sorry, I'm just trying to look for words because I'm not an English person or nor American. It was all generated in real time. So these were real-time generated graphic effects, such as the shades, the shadows, lightning, bump mapping, distortions in glass or heat, obviously. So I haven't been recording for a couple of years. Those videos which you have a chance to see on my profile, these are old videos from different channel which I used to make in like 2019, I believe. So as you can see, we've got 2023. So these are we are 4 years ahead. God damn it. We are 4 years ahead. So from my point of view, the Doom 3, the main, even though the graphics were super B, and for instance the characters of the game, some people had the problems with about the characters in the game, the enemies, which were they didn't look bad at the first spot, but what ID Software did, after killing a character, they disappear, they burned out or they bleed out, right? So they basically they are being absorbed by your ground or whatever, or by air. So they disappear. They disappear due to the fact that they didn't want to have situation where people will start looking at those characters from close distance and then saying that, oh, they look like there's not too many polymers. And that's right. Most of the games in 2004, 2005, or even 2003, they were built with thousands of polymers, like 100,000, 150,000, 200,000 polymers. In case of Doom 3, it was only 1,500 polymers used to create the character. So so as you can see, this technology was quite advanced because the characters looked great. If you looked how the shades and the shadows and the lightning was covering these, because those characters were practically built with shadows and shades and all those and lightning. That was the main source of why these characters looked so great, all these enemies, why they looked so realistic and so brutal, so true. From my point of view, the most important part of the third Doom was the atmosphere, the dark, brutal, satanic atmosphere. I believe that the Doom 2016 and the Doom Eternal, they lacked that. They were more based on action, shooting, or jumping, running, killing, which is not Doom-like, to be honest, in my opinion. Those elements, which the Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are based on, are more Quake-like. I know it sounds weird, but that's the main reason why people, and even older fans of ID Software, why they accepted and they even loved. They fell in love with Doom 2016 or 2006, Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal due to the fact that these games remind Quake games, especially Quake 3 Arena, because even Quake the first or the second Quake, they were not that fast as the Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal. Especially Quake 4. Quake 4 was more a story-based game with a lot of shooting, and it wasn't horror-like like Doom 3. So it wasn't really meant to be scary, but Quake 4 had a lot more action and many people believe that Quake 4 was a lot better than Doom 3. Well, there are elements which Quake 4 were doing better. There are things which Quake 4 was better at. But from my point of view, both of these games were great. Doom 3 was really was somehow revolutionary as well. If you look at the screen, the monitors, the screens on the game, inside of the game, they're just it all looks great, it all looks fantastic. Even nowadays, nearly 20 years after the main release, original release, Doom 3 still, even in its original version, looks great. In case of Nintendo Switch, we have a Doom 3 BFG, a Doom 3 BFG which has been released. To be honest, I'm not really sure when it was released. Was it 2014, 16? Maybe even 2018? I'm not really sure. But it wasn't that far ago, that far away from now. It wasn't that long ago. And from my point of view, the game is really fantastic. If you want to get a really good first person... Fucking bastard. Come on, man. It's got some issue with the... Oh, man. Yep. If you want to play a proper, good, dark, and brutal, and even sometimes scary first-person game on Nintendo Switch, then I really I recommend you to choose Doom 3, the third Doom. I'm not really great fan, like I said, a great fan of the Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal because they are too fast, they're too chaotic, they're not Doom-like. There are some elements which are similar and common with the first two Doom games, but even if you look at the first Doom or the second Doom, those games were they were not that fast. They were slow. These were slow games, believe me. I've played the first Doom in 1994 as a 11-year-old kid. Then I played Doom 2 as a 12-year-old kid. And I know what I'm saying. Doom, the first Doom and the second Doom were not that fast, not that chaotic, and not that difficult as Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. But who said that Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal was supposed to be like the first and the second Doom? These are totally new games, based on the best elements of the first and the second and the third Doom as well. But they were based also on Quake games, especially Quake 3 Arena. If you look at the speed that you're fighting with, that you're playing with, in case of the first new Dooms. That's why, like I said, if you want to play a game which is not that fast, not that chaotic, which is more slow, where you can read messages, read the letters, emails, listen to the messages, when you want to, if you want to dive deep into the atmosphere and the world of the game and play slowly, then Doom 3 is for you, and I really recommend it to everyone who love, not only who love Doom games, but basically people who love a quite slow and atmospheric FPP games, first person perspective games. So basically that's it. Thank you for watching. Sorry for my English if it's not good enough for you, and sorry for the fact that I'm not playing the game, I'm just holding it because oh, you can even turn the flashlight. It's you see, I'm not like I don't have any holder which will be able to keep my phone off my hands, so I will be able to play and show you the game. If I get something like that, then probably it will be easier for me to play the game and show you how the game looks like. But obviously, let's be honest, most of you can just go to the YouTube, put the Doom 3 on Switch or Doom 3 BFG and check the game for yourself. And if you like that video, then I'm happy. I won't tell you to subscribe because you don't have to. I'm not doing that for that purpose. I'm not making money on that. I'm just I did that video because I just wanted to share with this and with my thoughts about this game on Switch with you. So thank you for watching and goodbye.